If you had the opportunity to speak to the team on Friday night in the meeting, what's the message you'd want to send about inspiration? Who's the most inspirational player you've ever seen?
Brian Wood. When I was very young, my family went to visit some relatives in Granada Hills, California. We're sitting there at a light, and I'm watching this high school team practice across the way, and there's this free safety playing with the intensity of a Jack Tatum, of a Ronnie Lott. I was barely old enough to talk, but I told my dad, pull the car over. We're going to watch this for a while. It's a shame the guy never went pro. He's the best I ever saw.
You probably remember this guy on our team, Polamalu, I think his name is, the guy with the curly hair. When you have a talent of a guy like Brian Wood, you don't need gimmicks to be successful.
Our story begins almost 50 years ago today when Brian begins thinking about his hopes and dreams about what makes him uniquely different and destined to make an impact in the world. You can see it here from an early age how Brian was destined to do so as he begins considering multiple career paths. Consider the apples. Was he thinking about teaching? Possibly noble, or maybe a juggler. Kind of strange. How about the whistle and keychain over here? Law enforcement or janitorial services? Many options to consider. There is the canteen and the compass. Maybe an explorer. The next Lewis and Clark, perhaps. The colorful necktie. How about the hard-charging executive? Most probably. And actually, being a dad as Brian is, that pretty much covers many of the titles we were just talking about. But here's the thing. You see, Brian was an incredible influence over Eric and I as our oldest brother. And you can see this bear out over the years as we would pursue various endeavors. For example, hunting. Look how he has command over the game. And our humble dog, Caesar. How about camping with the YMCA? I mean, look at that confidence. Even with that ridiculous haircut. There is baseball. And what you can't see here is Brian would actually come to the aid of our youngest brother, Eric, and actually help him wrap that green belt around his waist like 3 times to get ready for the big game. There was swimming. Never quit, never to give up. Even after realizing that wearing a Speedo would be mandatory in front of all of his friends. There was water skiing on the river. I mean, with such elegance and grace that only greatness could be seen from a distance. There was football. I mean, this guy just took it all in stride, just calm, cool, collected. Always good looking, without a doubt. And in great shape. I mean, look at that definition. I never had anything like that. But here's the thing, all kidding aside. You know, we make a difference in each other's lives by the type of person we are. Not by what we do for a living, or how we look, or what kind of skills we may or may not have. So Brian, what I want you to know is that you've made a huge impact on my life over the years. By who you are and what you mean to me as a person. You know, Proverbs 17:17 says that a friend loves at all times, but a brother is made for adversity. And as I was considering what to share with you for your birthday, And thinking about our relationship in light of this truth, it made me realize that we've had our share of adversity and seen our share of adversity in this world over the years. And undoubtedly, there'll be more. And no matter what that is or what that looks like, I know that without any doubt that I've got you to lean on, and you've got me to lean on to see this through. And what's really awesome is not only as my brother, but as one of my closest friends that truly loves at all times. So I want to thank you for being such a blessing to me. I love you, and may the Lord continue to bless your life for decades to come. Happy 50th.
Hey Brian, welcome to the 50 Club. We spent a lot of good times together, shared a lot of good memories. It's hard to believe that we've known each other for over 30 years now. I just want to say that, through all the times that we've known each other, you have been definitely a fantastic influence in my life. Just seeing the way that you always handle everything you do, from the way that you raised 4 fantastic kids with Karen, the way you handle your marriage, the way you handle your business, everything that you do, you attack it with a passion, and you do everything definitely the right way. I must say that it's definitely a testament to the way that John and Sue, raised you and your 2 wonderful brothers. So kudos to them, and I just I'm just really happy and thrilled to still be able to say that that you're one of my dear friends, and that we will have a lot of good times in the future to share as well. All right, Brian, happy birthday.
Howdy from Austin, Texas. And Brian, happy half century. Hope you have a chance to enjoy your evening tonight.
We so wish we could be there to celebrate with you, but I know you'll have a great time with friends and family.
And I know it'll be a lot better than when you had me feeding the fish on your 40th birthday. Enjoy.
Happy birthday.
Brian, I hope you appreciate this.
We might need music for this scene,
Yeah. I don't even know.
Can you do this?
I don't even know.
Don't break a nail.
You're supposed to, once you take this off, you're supposed to try. See,
Okay,
we're going to all this trouble because we love our son-in-law so much.
don't hurt me.
He won't hurt you. Oh, hold the cord and screw the bottle. Okay, here it goes. It's... Woo!
Wow.
Look at this. This is for Brian.
Brian, I was trying to figure out whether we should pour a shot of single malt Glenfiddich in your honor. Maybe fire up a couple Fuente number 8s. I think we'll do all that too, but for now it's champagne in your honor. So we're older than you, which means we have advice.
Lots of advice.
So that's Susan's phone going on.
Okay.
So we have advice about getting old, and here it is.
Okay. At age 4, success is not peeing your pants.
At age 12, success is having friends.
At age 16, success is having a driver's license.
At age 20, success is having sex.
At age 35, success is having money.
At age 50, success is having money.
At 60, success is having sex.
At 70, success is having a driver's license.
At 75, success is having friends.
And at age 80, success is not peeing in your pants. So Susan wants to say something, and then I'll say something, and then we'll toast you.
Brian, if I were to go out and look for a son-in-law for my daughter to marry, a man for my daughter to marry, to become my son-in-law. It certainly would be you. I couldn't find any better son-in-law than you've been. You're a wonderful husband to my daughter. You're a fabulous father to your children. You're a good person to your family. And you're fair and sweet to Joe and I, and we appreciate that. So I just want you to know that I hope you'll have a wonderful 50th birthday, and I hope you have many, many more.
Okay, so there's a mute button on the side of the phone, and when you make... So, Brian, the thing... There's so many things that impress me about you. You know, you're a great husband, you're a great father, you're a great salesman, sales manager. You know, you maintain close relationships with your family. You managed to squeeze an MBA around all of that. That was pretty impressive. And those are all admirable things. But I think, and you're a Fuente man, so, you know, you get points for that. But the thing that impressed me most was when you told me you were a Maynard Ferguson fan. I thought, now, that guy, I mean, Maynard Ferguson is this poor Canadian trumpet player who was cursed by being able to play an octave higher than any other living human. And so all he could really do was form a band and take it on the road. And for you to be a Maynard fan, it's really going the extra mile in the world of JS, you know. So, I mean, long after, you know, Glenn Miller, Tommy Dorsey, Benny Goodman, Gene Krupa, Woody Herman, Buddy Gritch, you know, all of them. Long after they gave up their bands, Maynard was still out there, bussing it from town to town with 18 high school and college kids who didn't really have any other work opportunities, you know, because some of those guys were my friends. So, anyway, good for you for being a Maynard fan. So, I wanted to say about 1965, you know, the fall of 1965 had a bunch of good music. On your birthday, the Beatles' Help was #1 for the second week in a row, and it was #1 in the third week, the week after your birthday, too. Eve of Destruction was popular that fall. It's about Vietnam, but, you know, play it again today, and it's kind of got a lot of interesting message for what's happening now. And then after that, Hang On Sloopy, on my birthday of your year, October 2nd, became the #1 hit. And if you ever come to your senses and decide to root for Ohio State, I'll teach you the words. So after that came another Beatles hit, Yesterday. So here's to your 50 years of yesterdays, and we wish you a bunch of tomorrows. And
A boatload.
happy birthday.
To you, Brian. We love you.
Drink the bubbles for luck.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it's very good.
So, what do we just let this run and hope that
That's
someone
it.
sends you a...
This is my favorite memory of Brian right here. That cheesecake smile, that nice little tie, nice little belt, little name badge. Yeah, he's a good guy, man. Happy 50, Brian. Happy 50, dude. Can you believe it?
Happy birthday.
Hey, happy birthday from Ohio. Thanks, Brian, for being such an awesome friend and taking us on some awesome outdoor adventures as we're growing up, and being a great cub master and giving me the opportunity to work with goats and harvest honey and have a Steelers fan in my neck of the woods growing with my kids in California.
What he said, man, you got a good family. Way to go, 50.
Say something, Haley.
Happy birthday.
Thanks a lot, guys. We'll see you on your birthday.
Happy birthday, Brian. Have a good one. Big 5-0.
Birthday, Brian. You're a great friend, great dad, great husband, and I can't believe you're 50. I'm gonna be 50 very soon too. So thanks for doing it first. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, man. It's been too long. Hope you're great. Hope your family's well. Let's get together soon and love you, man. Bye.
Hi, Brian. Today you're 50, and we're not. And we want to wish you a happy birthday. You're a great guy. We love you so much. And in honor of that, Charity here, with her quirky family, always sings happy birthday to the people they love, but they get it in all three verses. So, here we go.
Okay, be ready.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian. Happy birthday to you. Many more birthdays to you. Many more birthdays to you. Many more birthdays, dear Brian. Many more birthdays to you. We love you, we do. We love you, we do. We love you, dear Brian. We love you, we do.
Woo! Yeah, get the woo at the
Happy
end.
50.
We love you, Brian. Happy 50th.
Happy 50. Happy 50.
Hey Brian, happy birthday. Can't believe you're 50. You're super old now. Survived half of a century. That's weird. Okay, bye.
Happy birthday, Uncle Brian. I hope you have a great day, you old stinking fart.
Happy birthday, Brian! Enjoy your 50th! Come back to the river! Bring the family!
Yes!
Hey, Brian!
Hey, Brian!
How you doing?
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! Happy 50th! We're at the Mountaineer game.
Celebrating your birthday at the West Virginia game.
Yep. Mountaineers opening day.
Congratulations!
Happy 50th, man. See ya. Bye.
Wow.
50 years, a half a century. Happy birthday, Brian. You have a mighty thankful dad. I'm thankful that you're a man of God. I'm thankful that you're my son. I'm thankful for your loving, caring, and providing husband and father. I'm thankful that you're a brother and a friend. And I'm thankful that you're Mr. Dependable. Happy birthday, and may God bless Brian Daniel Wood.
Okay.
This is Kate 54.
Hi, Brian. This is your mother, the one who gave you life back in 1965, September 12th. You were 2 weeks late, and now I know why. Because you were resting up, because you haven't stopped moving ever since you came into this world, and with little patience, that I might add. God blessed me so much to have a son like you. You're a wonderful example of a father and a husband and a son. I'd like to read this. You've heard this before, but I want to share it with everyone. Dear firstborn, I've always loved you because you were our first miracle. You were the genesis of a marriage and the fulfillment of young love. You sustained us through the hamburger years, the first apartment furnished in early poverty, our first mode of transportation, 1965 feet, and the 7-inch TV we paid on for 36 months. You were new, had unused grandparents, and enough clothes for a set of triplets. You were the original model for a mom and dad who were trying to work the bugs out. You got the strained lamb, the open safety pins, and 3-hour naps. You were the beginning, and I love you so much. For what it's worth, I'm sitting here with my favorite scarf that you got me that I love so much, just like you. Happy 50th birthday, Brian.
Hello, Father. Today's the big day. I think you're turning 21. Just kidding. Happy 50th, Dad. And you have never looked younger, I promise. I've been told by everyone in this family that I'm very bad at telling stories, so please forgive me if you don't understand this at all. I have to bring this up because I will never forget this day because you said that I would the next day. But remember this picture with our blow-up pool? I remember when I was older and I was wearing my favorite pajamas and I was laying in bed and you got mad because it was 12, so you picked me up and threw me in our blow-up pool in my favorite pajamas. So you gave your t-shirt, I remember that it was your Rocky t-shirt, and I basically wear that to sleep still so much. But that's what started the trend of me wearing big t-shirts to bed, and usually they're yours. You do everything you can to make me happier and my life 20 times better, and moms and bears and cats and clays and the chickens and the goats and everyone in your life more happier, and you put everyone before you, and you're such a great person for that, and you're such a great dad for that, and I love you so much.
Hey Dad, happy birthday. I just want to say that thank you for always supporting me in everything I do, like especially my sports and school and just everything, and I hope you have a great time tonight, and I love how we go to the Bite of Boston all the time after school, and it's like our thing, and it's really fun, and I love spending time with you, and I hope you have a great day.
Hey Dad, I just want to wish you a happy 50th and let you know how much of a positive influence you've been on my life. Thank you for supporting me all my life and giving me like a lot of support. Thank you for always pushing me to try my hardest and be a genuine person and not necessarily kill myself over my mistakes, but to give it my all and keep moving forward. And thank you for teaching me to stay level-headed. And you've been one of the biggest positive influences on my life, and you definitely inspire me most of the stuff that I do every day. So I want to thank you for that, and I want to wish you a happy 50th, and I hope you have a great day. Hope the party's great, and getting up there, man. Pretty old now. Happy birthday. Come on, boy.
Hi, Dad. It's Cass, and I'm here at school. And
and I just wanted to kind of put together this video for you today to give you an idea of just some of the many lives that you've touched in your 50 years of life, and I just wanted you to realize how much you're loved and how much we care about you. And I just want to thank you for being there for me for these last couple of years. They've been extremely challenging, and you've been there by my side to help me push through, and I just appreciate you, and I just thank you so much for everything you've done for me, and I love you, and I hope you have a wonderful 50th birthday.
Hey there, Brian. I've locked myself in my bedroom for a little bit so that I could take a moment to give you my love and my wishes for a wonderful 50th birthday. And I know we've spent about half of your 50 years together now, so the latter half, and it's been quite a ride. The 22 years has gone so quickly, and I just feel really blessed to have been able to share these years with you. I feel so thankful to be married to you. You are such a loving and caring and devoted and genuine and heartfelt and hardworking and diligent and conscientious and funny and just good-looking man. And so I feel very blessed to be married to you, and I'm happy that our marriage is so strong, and I look forward to another 50 together. I thought it would be kind of fun to go through some of the memories, go down memory lane with you of these 22 years together. So here we go. I love you. Happy birthday, and thank you everyone for coming to help us celebrate Brian's 50 years of life here, and I love you, babe. Here we go. The eve of Valentine's Day in 1993, Brian and I met at a huge Irish Catholic wedding. He asked me to dance. We danced all night, and it was history after that. This is a picture of Terry Kingston, the woman who introduced us at the wedding. This picture was taken in Manhattan Beach when we went out with Chad and Brett and some other friends and had a really good time. I think it was like a week after we met. Yeah, we really couldn't keep our hands off of each other those first few years, could we? And here's Brian, 3 or 4 months later, June 26th, the day we were married. Notice the interesting statement on the front of Brian's car. Yep, and this is what happens when you can't keep your hands off of each other. Yep. This is what happens when you can't keep your hands off of each other. There's our first baby, Cassidy Ann Wood. And we didn't learn, did we? We had another one, Clayton Doyle Wood. And another one, Fair Rebecca Wood. And then, with a little bit of arm twisting, we had our last, Audrey Rose Wood. And there you have it. That pretty much wraps it up. A story of a man and a woman who fell in love and got married very soon thereafter and had a lot of children and now has a lot of animals, and we're living a very crazy and fun and certainly not perfect, but fun and crazy, loving, happy life. And I can't even fathom my life without you, and I can't explain my life without our Lord and Savior, who has provided for us so incredibly and who's there for us, and I know that that none of this would be possible without God being the center of our life. And I thank you for being a spiritual leader in our family, Brian, and I thank you for your sense of humor and your unconditional love. Happy birthday, my darling husband. Now go celebrate. Love ya. Bye.